Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, the 28th of December, and Christmas week, and my name's Adam. I have the privilege of taking you through, it's a creaky chair, really creaky. I might have to sit still. I have the privilege of taking you through this week, take 5. Today we're looking at Mathew chapter 2, the first 12 verses, and we're focusing on the journey of the wise men, or the magi, or the kings, or whatever you want to talk about them, who came to visit Jesus. Now, I know that most of you know that the nativity scene isn't quite right. They're not there at the same time as the shepherds, and they're not there just as Jesus is born. Most theologians and commentaries, realize actually they're talking a few months later, that Jesus, when he's referred to in this particular passage, is a little bit older. He's like somewhere between 6 to 18 months old. So, but we like the image, don't we, of the shepherds there with the sheep, and the kings bring the 3 kings. Obviously, it doesn't say there's 3 kings either. We don't know how many kings there were, or wise men there were, or magi. There were just 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But we're looking at this today, and I want to talk to you about kind of what are you looking for this Christmas season. All right, that's my question. What are you looking for this Christmas season? Because these magi, they were absolutely clear about what they were looking for. They knew they were looking for the Messiah, the King of the Jews, the one who had been promised to come. They've come all the way from the east, a long, long way. They'd seen this sign in the sky, the star. The star is also an important part of the nativity, we know that. But again, it's just a sign. Like I said yesterday, the sign isn't the thing, it's just the thing that points to the important thing. But they followed the star. But they were clear about where they were headed and what they were looking for. And they didn't get distracted. You see, it's so easy for us to get distracted by all the busyness of Christmas. There's some great things that we do. We kind of need Christmas, particularly in our society when it's winter. Christmas is really helpful in the middle of this dark, those dark winter days when it's wet and it's gloomy. To know that Christmas is there and the house have got lights on them, we find that helpful. But it's easy to get distracted and miss the point of Christmas. And we need to be like those magi. We need to be kind of have a focus. We need to be focused and kind of eagle-eyed, looking for the thing that's most important, which is Jesus, and celebrating his birth. Thinking about the carol, "We 3 Kings." I don't know if you've noticed, it's most carols you sing as if you're just telling the story from outside, but the carol "We 3 Kings" is sung from their perspective. Like you're singing as if you're one of the kings, one of the magi coming to visit. "We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, something and mountain, following yonder star." And they sing it from their perspective. And then each verse is each one of the kings talking about the gift that they're bringing. And I guess that's the attitude I want us to have. I want us to be in this season in a first person perspective. Okay? It's not enough to talk about Christmas from the outside. You have to come in and have a personal relationship with Jesus. Jesus is a personal Savior, and he wants to have a personal relationship with us. So in all the hustle and bustle and busyness of life, and maybe things are easing off now because obviously Christmas Day is done, but let's keep the whole thing intensely personal, okay? Let's make sure Jesus is at the center of our thoughts. He's at the center of our worship. Let's bring our gifts, or the gifts that he's given us, we bring them back to him and in worship, and do what the magi did, which was fall at his feet. He's not in the manger at this point. He's a little boy. They fall at his feet. They make themselves low, even though they may have been great in their own country, whether they were kings or whether they were just important men. They made themselves humble before the King of Kings. Let's do that. And let's keep this relationship with God personal and make it about him and me, him and us. Guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for our last week, our Friday to Take 5 tomorrow morning. Bye.